The same with the house. Let's talk about my house. Before, I never thought in my life that I could get a house, because I will put all the excuses in the life possible why I wouldn't get a house. I never put the positivity first. I always put the negative. What does it mean to be successful? In my opinion, success comes when you organize yourself in a way that you know that you are going to achieve at the end of whatever journey you have certain goals. So success sometimes could seem very far away, but in reality is not. If you organize yourself and plan accordingly, I am pretty sure that you're going to be successful. You might have to hit some rocks during that journey, but if you stay consistent and you don't give up, at the end of the day, you are going to achieve whatever it is that you want to do. The best example for this is myself. When I was younger, I never thought about becoming financially educated, knowing more about businesses, learning about how money really works, manifesting what I want, and getting out of my head other people's opinions that were affecting me not only mentally and emotionally but also financially. Because believe it or not, when you are hanging out with a group of people that don't have the same mentality and that maybe they don't see what you're seeing, it could be very hard for you to move on to the next phase of your life when it comes to fulfilling and becoming a better you with the things that you do know. You share these opinions with them, and if they're not in the same page, you might be stuck, because then your light is going to be dimmed down, and then it could be very difficult. So as you guys know, since last year, I have been preparing myself financially in order to be able to be with my kid. One of the examples that I want to put on for you today so that you can get inspired. Let's say I didn't have no money today to be able to be at home with my son, which he was born July 20th. He's 2 months already. So that I could be mentally distressed, so that I could be mentally focused on giving him the best of myself and being with my family here. I got ready since November when I find out I was pregnant. I find out I was pregnant very early on the pregnancy. So since then, November last year, I was getting ready to financially in order to be able to be where I am today. The final result is me being able to stay at home with my son and having the rest of the year covered when it comes to rent, when it comes to expenses of the house. Everything, all of that is covered. My car insurance, my rent, my supplies for the house, the money for that is covered already. The phone bill is covered already. All my credit card payments that I still have are covered already. And my subscriptions as well. But I got ready since November last year in order to be able to do this today. A lot of people think that it's luck. A lot of people think that, oh, it's because you make a lot of money, and it's not really that. It's just organizing yourself. When you get a budget, when you have a budget, it's very easy to see the areas that you're spending more money on and the areas that you can reduce your spending, so that you can organize yourself in order to have more money to put towards the things that you want. In that case, for me, I wanted more money to have more months covered so that I will be able to stay at home with my son without having to worry about working so much in order to have more money. I have a stable job from home, and also YouTube gives me some incentive every month for my videos. As you guys know, I am a part of the YouTube partner program, which pays me every month. I have been able to make consistent money every month, which helps a lot. If you haven't started your channel, I always tell you, YouTube is not for everybody, but this is a great way to make some extra money. Just wanted to say that. And this is the thing, when you get organized, the outcome has to be great, because everything works accordingly. If you are getting ready for something and you're working towards that, you're gonna get it, because that's the law of attraction. But you can just sit there and get inspired and think and wish. You have to actually put the work in order to get. The same with the house. Let's talk about my house. Before, I never thought in my life that I could get a house, because I will put all the excuses in the life possible why I wouldn't get a house. I never put the positivity first. I always put the negative. I'm not gonna have the money. Where I'm gonna buy that land? The land that's there, it might be bad. It's gonna be too expensive. Why I'm buying in a town? Stupid things that other people put in my head, and then I was nurturing those thoughts, and I never got out of my own head. So then when I started working on myself and the things that I want and the things that are working for my family, that were going to be good for my family, and I started working towards that, then my mentality and perspective around other stuff changed. You have to realize that you have your own life. And let's say if you have kids and you have a family, you have to work with your husband or partner in order to get into an agreement or a type of goal, set goals together in order to achieve this. For me, as you guys know, my husband is in the Dominican Republic, so of course he's not gonna make not even half of what I make, not even close. The minimum wage in the Dominican Republic is between 20,000 pesos. That's what somebody makes, and it's a decent amount of money for them. But people make 10,000 pesos over there. It depends. The highest payment I've seen is like teachers that make between 40 to 60,000 pesos, which is like maybe $1,000 a month. It depends, and it's not always that they make that amount of money. The range for a person that makes a good money is, let's say, 40,000 pesos, which is maybe $900 a month. That's what they make in the Dominican Republic. But trust me when I tell you that people be surviving in $200 over there in the Dominican Republic. When I see these, I said to myself, I am living in the United States, and I need to make the best out of it. So I got ready to wait for my son, because my husband, even though he can help me financially, because I make more money than him. He's in the Dominican Republic, not making much money, and with the situation that the Dominican Republic is going through right now, economically, is crazy. So they're just, picando, like they say in Spanish, looking here and there to see what they can do. He drives, he knows how to drive trucks to transport vegetables and fruits from the farm to the airport and things like that, but they don't pay a lot of money. What he makes is very little, so it could be really hard. But when it comes to goals, we are in the same place. I want to finish my house. He can't help me financially, but he is the one there helping me, hiring the people that are going to work for the house. He goes and buy the stuff at the stores, the ceramic, all of that. He goes in the truck, whatever I need him to go. He does whatever I tell him to do to help me out. So in one way or another, he is helping. This being said, I just wanted to let you know, I'm sorry about my voice. I have been sick, but I don't want to stop making videos, because I know that some people out there might need this inspiration. You are the owner of your life. Like I always say, you can control what you do. Of course, you cannot control what other people's actions are, but you can have control of your own. And that's where you have to start controlling your emotions, the way you act, the things that you want to do in the future. Start writing down, start memorizing the things that you want, and start making a plan of how you're going to do this, because who's going to do it for you? Stop waiting for outside forces to do the job for you, because it's not going to happen. The energy can align with whatever you want, but it's not going to happen unless you give it that push to start. With this being said, make sure that you subscribe to the channel for more videos like this one. Thank you so much for watching today's video, and I will see you in a next one.